While John Singleton's 2001 film Baby Boy was lauded by some for its raw portrayal of the man-child syndrome, it drew significant criticism for its perceived reinforcement of negative stereotypes. The central character, Jody, is a 20-year-old unemployed man who has fathered 2 children with 2 different women and still lives with his mother. Critics argued that this depiction, without sufficient nuance, presented a damaging and one-dimensional view of young black men as irresponsible, hypersexual, and perpetually adolescent. The film's focus on Jody's immaturity and refusal to accept responsibility was seen by some as a generalization that catered to harmful societal prejudices rather than offering a complex exploration of the challenges facing some young black men. Another significant flaw often cited by critics was the deeply unsympathetic nature of the protagonist, Jody. Throughout the film, his selfishness, misogyny, and lack of ambition make it difficult for the audience to connect with him or invest in his journey toward manhood. He manipulates the women in his life, particularly his girlfriend Yvette and the mother of his other child, Peanut, with little to no remorse for his actions. This unlikable portrayal made it challenging for many viewers to root for his eventual growth, and some argued that the film inadvertently glorified his toxic behavior for a significant portion of its runtime before a somewhat abrupt and unearned redemption. The film also faced criticism for what some perceived as a convoluted and preachy narrative. The opening sequence, featuring a grown Jody in a fetal position in a womb, was interpreted by some as a heavy-handed and overly literal metaphor for his arrested development. Furthermore, the storyline was criticized for being meandering and episodic, with a series of confrontations and reconciliations that felt repetitive. The film's attempts at social commentary were at times seen as didactic, with characters explicitly stating the film's themes rather than allowing them to emerge organically from the narrative. Finally, Baby Boy was faulted for its graphic and at times gratuitous depiction of sex and violence. While Singleton intended to present an unflinching look at the realities of life in South Central Los Angeles, some critics felt that the explicit nature of these scenes verged on exploitation. The frequent and intense arguments between Jody and Yvette, which often escalated to physical confrontations, were particularly highlighted as problematic. This unvarnished portrayal, while authentic to some, was viewed by others as sensationalistic and contributing to a bleak and hopeless tone that undermined the film's ultimate message of growth and responsibility. For a deeper dive into the film's themes, this video provides a detailed analysis. The hidden meaning of Baby Boy.